I don't see him there next year. I think it'll be really difficult to turn.
He'll be gone back.
If you think about it though, Jamie, they've done that 3 times, haven't they?
Worst managerial record.
Van Gaal. You think of Van Gaal? Wasn't suited.
Do you know what he said?
Mourinho, what did he say?
Worst managerial record than Gary Neville.
I'm not laughing at Gary on this, but I always like the way every manager's judged against Gary. Andy, any manager, I mean, even Gary Neville got a better record than him, yeah. Sorry, Scholesy.
Oh, what was I saying? I can't remember.
Should we finish on Gary Neville?
I also think with the system thing that we all talk about and it won't change, is not changing. We have some very clever managers and coaches now. So they know exactly every week what you're coming up against, and they'll work a way around it. You think, I don't know if this happened in Liverpool dressing room, but it always happened in our dressing room. When the team sheet comes under the door, the manager's doing his team talk, he'll look at it, right, what they're going to do. Yeah. What they're going to do. You don't have to do that with Man United.
Yeah.
We know exactly what you do. We know how to break you down. These managers are clever, so...
We'll get back to Scholes and Carragher in just a quick second, but remember, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to click the notification button so that you know when the next Big D video hits. And as ever, if there's something on your mind, if something is bubbling up inside of you that you need to express, please express it in the comments. The Big D reads all of the comments, and he's always interested in what is on your mind. Anyway, in this clip, Jamie Carragher and Paul Scholes, again, are absolutely destroying Ruben Amorim. And they even suggest that he's too predictable and he will be gone this season. And there's no chance whatsoever that Ruben Amorim will be in charge of Manchester United this time next season. Anyway, stick around for after the clip because the Big D is going to be giving his thoughts on what these jokers had to say in this clip. Here they are.
I posted it after the Arsenal game, like, these keepers will cost this manager. They're both useless.
Reason, I don't know if it is a system or what, but they have little spells of looking really good, exciting. And then have spells which are so...
And then someone has a shot
bad.
And the keeper lets it in.
But I think a lot of it will come, all the time, yeah. I think a lot of good teams at the midfield sorted, don't they? There's too much indecision in the midfield area. You think of Casemiro. Look, Casemiro's been a brilliant player, but we know his deficiencies, don't we? Fernandes, they're the two he's going with. Now, Fernandes, to me, he's someone who fills into midfield. You know what I mean? He might get away with it 1, 2, 3 games possibly. He's not got the discipline to be a central.
For the balance of the team, I probably would have took the 100 mil. It's like, I love Bruno Fernandes and I've got not a bad word to say about him. I think he's been incredible for us. But when you look at the team and the shape, we brought in Cunha and Mbeumo, who also play in his best positions. You go, we need balance in that midfield. We finished 15th with him. Take the 100 mil and sort the team for the
number
future.
10s in, was that really necessary? You think you've got your Mason Mount, you've got your Kobbie Mainoo who can do that.
That's what it feels like. Maybe they thought Bruno was off.
If you've done that and wasted a bit of money and not been able to get a midfield player or a goalkeeper, it's not great recruitment-wise, is it? Just having the sense of getting that forward line, bringing 3 forwards in the end, but I can't make better what a lot of the problems are in the team, which is 2 central midfield players. And the goalkeeper's massive. They could never do anything defensively anyway because they've got lads on 3, 4, 5-year contracts.
Is it difficult because there's actually so much to fix? You can't fix all that in one window. You've got to...
Yeah, I agree. And it looks like he has tried to fix the forward line. There's signs of it working, but still
I think he felt probably we could survive with these 2 keepers for this season. And then the season started,
Oh, absolutely not.
I can't.
He's got to start there.
Lemon or what?
Lemons.
I don't know. I don't got a clue who he is. I hope he's good.
Have you actually signed him?
So no Martinez then?
Yeah.
No, it's not Martinez.
But listen, I just wanted to have a little vote here. I mean, how many of us in this room think Ruben Amorim will be manager of Manchester United next season?
Oh, the last of the season or next season?
Not last season, because I think he was the manager last season.
I think he'll make it all the way to the summer.
Do you think when we're doing this show in 12 months, the first show of the season, 2 or 3 games in, he'll be the manager of Manchester United?
No chance. Jamie, it feels so over.
Does anyone think he will be? Yeah. Put the hands up.
Yeah, I think I do.
I'd like him to be.
It's so
I'm not
over.
sure.
So would I.
It's so obviously over.
He's so finished. Yeah.
Like, you've got the two better players last year, Fernandes, Diallo, both playing out of position, both struggling. Like, when you listen to Paul speak and you listen to Adam speak, you can tell that there's a yearning for it to work out. But you know when you don't really have a dog in the fight? It's like, he's clearly not the man for the job. It's so clearly over. There's a load of players in the squad that almost have to be redefined to be accommodated in his system. And this almost dogmatic approach to his system, the system, it's like, mate, just win some games. Like, change the system, accommodate the players. And if you can't do that, then you're not fit for purpose.
It's interesting in terms of changing the system, because I've always been, I don't blame him because for the system. I blame the guy who brought him in. For a guy to bring him in and play that system at a club like Manchester United, I don't think is right in terms of, the history of wingers and attack and play. We're seeing Crystal Palace use this system and do it quite well. But for me, when I think of teams who play this system, and the one outlier is Chelsea under Conte, more often it's teams in the middle of a table or near the bottom who are trying to make it difficult for the opposition. It's not about winning games. Now, I think with Amorim, he's played this system and he's been one of the best teams in Portugal. So you're constantly on the ball. You're not getting asked as many questions defensively. So Manchester United right now, let's say that a team in the middle of the table, quality-wise. So they get asked questions defensively. At this moment, the manager can't ask. It's too easy to play against. That's my thing. But he's never going to change. So when we keep saying change, and I do think Manchester United have the players to play 4-3-3 more, you're asking a manager who doesn't believe in something to do. That's his thing. The guy who brought him in, it's his fault for bringing him in. You knew what he was going to do when he come in, and you wanted what he did at Sporting Lisbon to do here at Manchester United. So and for me, I'm with Rory in that. I don't see him there next year. I think it'll be really difficult to turn.
He'll be gone by
If you think about it though, Jamie, they've done that 3 times, haven't they?
Worst managerial record of
Van
Gary.
Gaal. You think of Van Gaal? Wasn't suited.
Do you hear what he said?
Mourinho, what did he say?
Worst managerial record than Gary Neville.
I'm not laughing at Gary on this, but I always like the way every manager's judged against Gary. Andy, any manager, even Gary Neville got a better record than him, yeah. Sorry, Scholesy.
Oh, what was I saying? I can't remember.
Should we finish on Gary Neville?
I also think with the system thing that we all talk about and it won't change, is not changing. We have some very clever managers and coaches now. So they know exactly every week what you're coming up against, and they'll work a way around it. You think I don't know if this happened in Liverpool dressing room, but it always happened in our dressing room. When the team sheet comes under the door, the manager's doing his team talk, he'll look at it, right, what they're going to do. Yeah. What they're going to do. You don't have to do that with Man United.
Yeah.
We know exactly what you do. We know how to break you down. These managers are clever, so and people are obsessed with philosophy and I can't change it now, You're getting beat a lot. You've got to change something, and maybe that will come with that.
He said something in the press conference the other day, 'cause he is great at the press conference, he gives you information. He said, I'm going to almost nail this system down so the players can play it with their eyes closed, I think he said, and then we'll start to change. I don't think he'll get the time to do that if he doesn't start getting results. And another point I'd make on him, he's still a very young manager. Yeah. What he did at Sporting Lisbon, we shouldn't write off. That was a brilliant achievement when you think of Benfica and Porto in that league. To sort of win the league a couple of times at Sporting Lisbon is a huge achievement.
The club he took over as well was great. Like they had the hooligans beating up the players and the training ground and stuff like that.
He's only 40. And I think about managers like, say, Unai Emery and Eddie Howe. They're not managers who are going for the league, but the top managers, they're really good managers. And to think this guy's got all the answers to get Manchester United back to the top, and there's managers who aren't even going for the league. They're going for those Champions League positions who are probably more experienced. And right now, better managers than him. So a lot of top managers in the Premier League he's coming up against. So I think it's going to be tough for him to turn it around.
I'm not even necessarily going to suggest that Ruben Amorim is definitely going to be in charge this time next season, because who knows what's going to happen. Because I remember, a few seasons back, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer finished third, then he finished second, got to a European final, and then within 3 months he was sacked. So you never know. But what I will say is, I think it's a bit premature. All these guys are coming out. He's going to get sacked. There's this, there's that, there's the other. Fair enough. I would say Ruben Amorim has made some questionable sort of decisions, such as playing Bruno Fernandes in central midfield, particularly when he needs a goal and he needs his best attacking player up front to score some goals, and he's not doing that. Fair enough. But it's a little bit early doors. I don't think it's as dire as what people are suggesting. And I don't think Paul Scholes is given Ruben Amorim enough credit so far, because he's talking about, well, first of all, it's a very quick fix, or a simple, straightforward fix anyway. Just need to sort the goalkeeper situation out, and the team improves by 25% easily. And then, once we get the attackers, going, then there's another 25%, and then, scoring goals and keeping goals out. That's what the game's all about, really. But I don't think the midfield's been as bad as what people say. I don't think that's been the problem. So I don't... Well, I kind of get where Paul Scholes is coming from, because he's a central midfielder. Or, he was a central midfielder, so he's always going to be sort of looking at that specific thing. I mean, me personally, I like to look at the team as a whole, and the team as a whole, I think, has been doing very well. We just can't score. We're just letting goals in. So if you sort those problems out, then, as I say, the team improves. But, Paul Scholes is saying that they know exactly what United are going to be doing, and we've got some very clever managers. Well, yeah, fair enough. But if you've got a very talented team that knows exactly what it's doing itself, and everyone is, performing on all cylinders, it doesn't matter if what the opposition team knows what you're going to do. It's whether or not they can stop you. It's like they used to say about Cristiano. Cristiano Ronaldo is a very predictable footballer. He was. You know exactly what he's going to do. He's going to header. He's going to cut inside. He's going to do the step overs. He's going to use his right foot. He's going to use his left foot. You know exactly what he's going to do. But he's so good, you can't stop him. I'm not even necessarily saying that Man United are going to be, the team version of Cristiano. But that notion of, managers knowing what Ruben Amorim's going to do, I think that's redundant. I just think it's a case of the team itself needs to know what it's going to do. And we just need to plug a couple of gaps and, allow the attackers to express themselves a little bit. So I think it's a little bit harsh. I really do. And I don't think it's as self-evident as what sort of Rory's talking about. Things can change very quickly in football, and there's no reason why Ruben Amorim can't finish top 4 if he solves those two problems that I've outlined. Because I've said on other videos, if he plugs the holes at the back, which is the goalkeeper, that increases the confidence in the team in front of him, and then they start expressing themselves, and then they start picking up points. That's it. It's not rocket science. Maybe I'm the only one that sees it, or maybe I'm one of the few that sees that football's not rocket science. You just don't concede goals, and you score more goals than the opposition team. That's it. You don't need to sort of tinker and twist and turn all the little positions and all of that. Just make sure you've got your best attacking players playing up front, and you've got your a solid midfield and a solid defence, and then you'll do quite well. That's it. But hey-ho, maybe the Big D's being far too reductionist in this game. Or maybe he's on the button, who knows? Maybe you guys disagree, and if you do, that's fine by the Big D. Put your thoughts in the comments, because the Big D reads all of the comments. I'm not going to make any predictions just yet with regards to Ruben Amorim and this Manchester United team, because I think it could go either way. I think I will make a prediction, actually. I think what's going to happen this season is either Man United are going to absolutely smash all expectations and do really well and finish top 4 and play some excellent football once it clicks into place, or we're going to be absolutely crap like we were last season. I think it's going to be very binary like that. Hopefully, it's the former. I've got a sneaking suspicion it could be the former. A manager lives and dies by his signings. And I think the one that's going to make the biggest difference is going to be Lamens. Because Onana basically got Erik ten Hag the sack. So if Lamens can be A solid goalkeeper. He doesn't need to be world class. He just needs to be solid. And if he's able to be solid and consistent, then Ruben Amorim just might have a chance. But thoughts in the comments, and the Big D will see you in the next one.